I'm Sonam Tshering. I'm a peer counselor. You guys work in the grassroots level. I mean, with drug addicts and alcoholics. Our organization is called Chithuen Phendhey Association. And Chithuen Phendhey is a non-profit public benefit organization. At the moment, we have no support. We are solely supported by our president, King Hidmastri, through his own, like financially supported by him, I mean from his own personal Chithuen fund. Now we are registered as an NGO, CSO. And I would like to say something on this youth before I come to my personal experiences. Today, I would like to say something on the current issue on youth and my personal experience. Youth, as I know, plays a very integral part in the development and the independence of our country. The issue on youth is of great concern, as the future of our country lies in the hands of youth, our youth. Youth are the seeds that we sow today, and as the saying goes, as we sow shall we reap, for our generations to come. Please, don't discriminate, stigmatize, and underestimate, for we don't know the capabilities and the abilities of our youth. Let us all remember that the dashus, engineers, doctors, scientists, politicians of today were once youth. I and a lot of guys out there are humbled and privileged to call ourselves a recovering addict. And the core message is that the powerful, baffling, and the cunning disease of addiction can see no boundaries, no races, no ages, no genders. And it could have been easily you. When I see the youths of today, the first thing I do is I empathize and I sympathize, because I've been there and I've done that. But more importantly, share my experience, strength, and hopes, as I believe in giving I receive. And we keep what we have by giving it away. The last day, if I say something, is that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. Now, if I say something about my own personal experience, like maybe I've said before, I'm Sonam Tshering and I'm 35 years old. It's kind of a sharing. And honestly, today I am not ashamed to tell about my past. I mean, all those dirty deeds, things, harms I've done in my past. Because today I can accept my realities. I'm 35 years old. I was born in 1976 in a family of a police officer. But my problem was dysfunction family. You must have heard about it, or maybe some are still facing with your stepmother, stepfather, something like that. The same thing happened to me. My dad, being a police officer, had an affair with another woman. And I grew up watching my father and mother fight all the time over that step monster. And this was a little bit of effects always in me. When I was in the 10th grade, went to school in India, there I started idolizing all these rock stars. Still today, I'm pretty much interested in music. I was influenced by all the singers like Jim Morrison, Dogs. Yes, of course, Bob Marley and all this. And peer pressure, that's what we call in a program. Bad company, maybe in your words. Yes. I started mixing up with some of my friends who were doing drugs. Some were drinking alcohol. And we were, those days were quite, power addiction. We used to get kind of highs when we dominate other guys. Fighting was kind of our hobby. I couldn't finish my schools from the 12 because too much of warning. Despite too much of warning, I kept on misbehaving, breaking the rules and regulations of the school. I was finally terminated from the school when I was in class 12. Came back to the country, came back home, started getting more into drugs. And our times was, I started with cigarettes, then marijuana, then slowly I drifted into all these nitrosins, fentanyl, corax. There was no Relipin, there was spasmoproxyphone. From there again I shifted into injections like morphine, Chithuen, even TD and proxyphone. But the problem with me today, I thank Kinshusum that I didn't like the kick of these injections. Because I didn't like the kick. We have all this, choice of substances. I tried this brown sugars, smack, and honestly, I'll say that I didn't try all this heroin, cocaine, and all these things. These are pretty expensive drugs, and you can afford it also. But I've tried almost all the drugs that were available in India and Bhutan. Life just went away like that, irresponsible, just good for nothing. I was just a burden. Fortunately, through my dad's connection, I got a job in the airport. Not even in 10 months, I landed up fighting with the guy and landed up having knife fights. I stabbed the guy, took out everything, his intestines and everything, and I was charged with attempt to murder. I was in the prison for 2 months. Fortunately, my parents were quite stable. I paid certain compensation. I was taken out of the prison. I lost my job. Then again, I was just hanging around like that. Was getting more into addiction. Fortunately, 1998, I came across a woman. We fall in love. Then 2000, I became a father of a little girl. Yeah, life went away, yes. Now and then she used to object about my doing drugs. Despite that, I was very selfish. I only thought about my friends, me enjoying. I never thought I was a responsible man, a husband, and a good father. None of these things were in my head. 2004, again I became a father of another daughter. Life just went away, then a tragedy happened in my life. 2006, my mom expired. She was just 49 years old. And 2009, my dad expired too. My dad was a very healthy man. He never used to drink, he never used to smoke. Maybe that was a test Kinshusum wanted on me. Then after my parents died, I was handicapped. I had one elder sister, elder brother. But relationship was not good. Because I used to abuse my sister verbally. And with the brother, same thing, fighting with him. Then things went away, I was helpless. I was almost on the street, come across my friends who were doing good, bomb them for cash, talk about all the self-pity, bomb from here, bomb from there, start having created in the shops everywhere. When I'm not high, then I have to land up. When I'm not high, I was so chicken that I can't even come out of the house also. Life just went away like that. And about my coming to recovery, let's make it short. To make it short, 2009, I found out that my woman was having an affair with another man. Illicit relationship. I felt damn bad. It was completely, I never expected that she would do this to me. I tried to reason out there was no point. Then that was the time. Yes, many of our friends today, they say, I've hit the rock bottom, rock bottom, rock bottom. But I say realization is the rock bottom. Just sleeping in the streets, staying hungry for a couple of days, say week, getting in the prison, getting hospitalized, bashing up people. I don't say that's rock bottom. The day you realize, realization is the rock bottom. Came to Timpo, by the grace of Ajikeza Mwangmo. She's an angel. She found it for me. And yes, the bridge was Lama Shemben. And yes, there are some of my recovering addicts, my friends. I was completely broken down. I even tried to kill myself. Drinking spirit, mostly not poison. Yes, I was hospitalized also. 3 overdoses, 1 attempt to suicide. But maybe it was God's will. Then finally, late 2008, I went to rehab in Darjeeling. I was locked there for 6 months. People today ask, there's a gym in rehab. Rehab na gym duga. Shagate vitobega. Pool dugas like me. That rehab was hell. I mean, worse than prison. There was no bottom for me from there. So finally I made it, and till today now it's almost going to be 2 years since I'm clean. Yeah, I live with this few amount of salaries, but I feel good. I wouldn't say I'm proud, because I try to help people like me. And the last thing I would say is today, I'm the captain of my ship and the master of my soul. I'm not dependent. I see life in the brighter way, on the brighter side. And yes, life is beautiful, meaningful, and precious. It doesn't mean you guys have to do drugs or drink alcohol. That's not the solution. If you want to come out of pain, you have to go through the pain. Thank you.